For each of the following, what is the most appropriate unit of measurement? Let's start with A, the amount of liquid in a water bottle. Well, when I look at the water bottle I have in my hand right now, it says fluid ounces. So ounces is one way to talk about water in a water bottle, and that's customary. But what if I want to talk about metric unit? Well, with metrics, it tells me how many milliliters are in here. So that would be my answer. You could also talk about cups or pints, I mean, realistically. But if you look at the labels on a water bottle, generally they are given in ounces and milliliters. Now let's move on to the Great Lakes. Slightly bigger than a water bottle, I mean barely, but the amount of water in the Great Lakes, you'd need something large. So we would talk about gallons. And gallons is the biggest thing we have in the customary unit. And really in metrics, we talk about liters. Now you might think liters, it's not as big as a gallon. So, we could even go to kiloliters, because it takes 1,000 liters to make a kiloliter. But we're talking about big quantities of water in the Great Lakes. And letter C, the amount of soda drank at a slumber party. And personally, I think it kind of depends on where you're getting your soda. If you're drinking it out of cans, well, cans come in ounces, right? But when I was a kid and we had slumber parties, my mom always bought 2 liters. So we would talk about liters. So it probably depends on whether you're drinking cans, which is 12 ounces, or 2 liters bottles of pop, which is in liters. Also, cans, they also talk about milliliters in cans. So really, it depends on how we're dealing with it.